Recording. So we are starting our Nextjs class from today onward. We're gonna learn React and Nextjs together, right? So today is the first class. Hopefully everyone gonna enjoy, right? So let's continue. So I have to open the Nextjs, right? Nextjs org. You can find the Nextjs link here. Same thing. Just open, right click, and you're gonna get here, right? What I opened earlier. Okay. So what is Nextjs? Nextjs is a React framework for building full stack web application. Look at here, full stack web application, right? That means you can have a back end, you can have a front end together working in the same place, full stack, okay? And you can communicate with the database, right? You can do that one. But you have a back end and front end here. You have a server side and client side, everything together, right? You use React components to build user interface, right? You use React component. Look at here. Components is a HTML which we create, right, for a special section of the page. Okay. Component to build user interface. UI. What is UI? UI, right? What you see when you open the website, that is UI. And that is all for React. And Next.js for additional features and optimization. See, so what Next.js did, right? They just copy the React code and add a lot of additional features, right, to make our development process very easy. Easy means what? Means it provides the functionality, right, to mostly focus on writing the code and not worry about organizing your software, like, install this library, do this, do that. Like Next, just optimize all that, right? You don't have to do a lot of things like that. Okay, you just focus your time on writing the code and let the rest of the things handle by Next, right? Because a lot of things are built inside. Under the hood, right? Next.js also abstracts and automatically configure tooling needed for React, like building, bundling, compiling, and more, right? I mean, under the hood, Next.js has everything for bundling. When you write a code, right, it has to be bundled, means it has to be optimized and convert to or compile to other machine language, all that, right? Compiling and more, right? So Next.js has everything built inside to handle all that work. You don't have to install any webpack or anything, right? You don't have to. This allow you to focus on build your application instead of spending time with configuration, right? See, very simple here. You just focus on building the code, right? I mean, writing the code, and not worry about the configuring and all that. Whether you are an individual developer or part of large team, right? Next.js can help you build interactive, dynamic, and fast React application. That's the goal, right? So what are the main feature of Next.js? Routing, right? So React does not have routing on itself. You have to React Router DOM. You have to use third-party library, right? React Router DOM. Here built inside. Rendering, right? Rendering means displaying something. Means you build the code and it has to be rendered, right? So it has built-in client side and server side rendering. Remember, in React, we have to use Express to build the server, to handle the backend, right? To create APIs and all that. We have to use Express. But here, it's already built inside. You don't have to do anything. Just create a file and write the backend code, right? There is a server already built inside. Express is already there, right? So no need to install anything. You just use the filing system. How you're going to create proper file, right? A folder that will defines everything. So that is rendering. Okay. data. So fetching data is very easy. Async await in server component, you can easily use async await to fetch data in the server component. You can use fetch API from the browser, right? So it has a benefit when you use fetch APIs to fetch data, right? It will be data will be cached in the memory of the browser, right? And next time if you're fetching the same data, it does not go to the like this. For example, the one more like benefit of the Nextjs, right? You open the website here, you have a lot of data opened here, right? For example, this data, let's say I open something here, maybe this one, right? And I open the something again here, okay? So next time when I click this page, it does not have to go to the server and get this data. No, it's already in my memory, right here in my local computer, saved already. So it will just get from the local memory. It will not go to the server from somewhere and get again, right? It does not have to do that. So that is called caching memory, right? Caching data. When you open something, it's caching, right? Even if this page is open, right? It has already certain data, it has already cached in the memory already. So it becomes so quick to navigate, okay? When you click, it's there already, that's so quick, okay? All this data is there now. So that's the caching, right? That's how the Facebook or Twitter, whatever, you scroll, keep scrolling all there, right? Your hand will be pain, you get a pain, right? Most of us has like wrist pain or finger pain sometimes, because we use mobile for a long time, right? So you're gonna have like sometimes, just hurting in the fingers and everywhere. But it will not stop scrolling. And how that very quick happens, right? Because system know already, and it will just keep download the data in the background, okay, and cache the things in the memory, right, already. So that's the benefit of the Nextjs. Styling is there, you can use the CSS module, Tailwind CSS. We can use CSS Tailwind, right? Tailwind CSS and other libraries. Optimization like image, font, it's built inside, okay? So if you have large image, right, or maybe even small image, very large image, Next.js has the image component which will optimize, like it will make this image size small. It will not load the whole image, right? In same time, it will just download in piece by piece, like small component, like in the image will be make very small size, right? Optimize means it's just gonna make very small, and it will slowly download, and then finally it will display the whole image, right? So but it will start displaying not everything, but you're gonna see that space, right, for the image. You will see like faded image maybe, right, and slowly it will just appear everything. Not like the HTML CSS, if there is image, once you download everything, then only it will pop up, right? But in Next.js, it's more optimized, okay? 1 2 MB image will be converted to maybe like 20 30 KB, right? Or less than that, 5 KB. You can make it very small, and you can define the size and all that, and it will optimize the image to the very small size. TypeScript is there, right? So Next.js support all these things, okay? So we have to learn TypeScript separately. We're going to learn that later. I mean, if you look at here, right? So one second is the TypeScript. So once we finish React Next.js, we're going to go to the TypeScript. Okay, so we get some idea in Next.js now. Let me open it. So what are you going to do now? Getting started, right? Installation is the second one, okay? So you must have the Node.js latest one, right? If someone has difficulty installing, check your Node.js, okay? So how I gonna check Node.js? I will just go here, Node, dash dash person, right? Like this. And my Node.js is 21. That is okay, right? Even you can check npm dash v, right? So this is a shorthand, okay? Like node dash v, right? Will give you the node version. And if you do npm, right, node package manager dash v, you can get 10, right? So I mean, if you have latest Node.js is okay. If not, you can install, right? If someone has older than this 18.17, it will not work, right? See, in my computer now, even if I want to install the Linux, right, it's old computer, so it does not support WSL, right? So I have laptop. I'm using laptop separately, right? And in there, I have not installed Linux, but for like, because in the future we're gonna learn about Docker and Turbo and all that, right? Repo Turbo, everything, So for that, I need to have latest computer, and I'm just using for now laptop because it's Windows 11. It's work, right? And that one is okay. But because of my old desktop, which I'm using right now, it's very old. Very means around, I think, 2015, right? So yeah, it's around 8 year old. Okay, guys. So anyway, we will be using in the window. Just make sure you have the latest Node.js. If not, you can uninstall and install it again, right? And after that, just copy this, right? Very simple. Look at here, npx. So we know, right? We have learned, and like we have, we learn npm, right? Npm install, like this something, right? Node package manager install something. But what is the difference between npx and npm, right? Npx is basically it's, it's just like initializing, right? Initializing the node into your computer, right? Initializing, okay? But if it need to install during the npx, it will also install your software, like it will do npm install also, right? Automatically. So one is installing something to the global, right? Means something to your computer, and something creating the project folder, okay? Just, I mean, it will install also. Just think like installing also, right? But there is slight difference, okay, in npx and npm. So you just have to be remember this, right? When you creating, right? So creating the next app at the rate latest, right? This is the command, and you must use this npx. Basically, npx is a command, and this is the code, right? Or this is also a command to run the to install the Node.js, not install, but basically create, right, the project. So if you do the first time, right, maybe it will ask you to install Nextjs, okay? Because you don't have Nextjs before, so it's gonna ask you to install. So just click Y, right, and it will install, okay? So let's try now. I'm just gonna copy this one, right, and go back here. So in one dash Nextjs, I will just right click. So if, right, if I just click enter, it will ask me for the new project folder. But because I have, this is my project folder, right? One dash Next.js is a project. So if you want to install in the same project folder, just do space dot and forward slash. This means install the project inside here, okay? So right now it is empty, but just look at now, right, what happened. So in your case, it will ask you to install the Next.js, okay? So today, right, it will have like 6 questions, right? 5 to 6, 8 questions. Look at here. These are the question it will ask, right? So if you don't put dot slash, then you have to put the project name. But if I do dot slash, it will install in my this project folder, okay? So TypeScript, right now, I'm not going to use TypeScript because this is the first time and you guys have not studied TypeScript yet. So let's skip that one, just make it no. I don't need TypeScript right now, no, right? So just change arrow left, arrow button left, and enter. Yes lint, yes. Tailwind CSS, okay, leave it, right? Yes, just click yes, right? No problem, just leave it yes. Source folder, no, right? See, yes, I just make no. I don't need source folder. Enter. App router, yes. And alias, customize the default, right? So this is the default, okay? At the rate is default, and I will explain what is this, right? Just make it. I don't want to change, okay? I don't want to change the default. I just leave it at the rate slash, right? Leave it that one, okay? So that means I don't want to change, no, right? I don't want to change, that is no, and done, okay? So it will just installing dependency, React DOM, Next, some of the other stuff, right? Tailwind CSS, yes, it's just installing everything. So today, right, you guys practice how to install Nextjs, and then I'm going to explain the folder structure first before we start our code, right? So it's easy to install, okay? Just make sure you don't install the TypeScript yet. When we finish TypeScript, we're going to use TypeScript all the time, right? But this is the first class on the Next.js React, so we don't need TypeScript. If you put TypeScript, then it will have some issue, right? Issue means again, if you need to add the type, then if you don't figure out, then there will be the code will not run. Better not to install. Okay, good to go. So look at now, right? This is the structure. This is whole structure created for us, right? Here is so many things. I mean, this readme file is our document, right? But let's not go there. Inside the folder, there is the app directory, node modules. You know that node modules, right? It has all the software needed, right? Required software installed here. Public folder for image, right? To add any image, you can put in the public folder. And ESLint, git ignore is there already. Look at that. You don't have to create any more. Next config is there. Package JSON. Look at this package, right? JSON. It has script already. So in our express, in the script we added node1 like start command, and then you said node1 app.js run. So here you just do npm run dev to run the Next.js project. Okay, build, start, and lint, right? But just remember this one, npm run dev, right, to start the project. You don't have to touch anything here, okay? Nothing, right now you don't have to touch anything. Let's look at the app section. Here inside the app, right, you have favicon. So this is what you see on the browser, right? Any website you open, this icon, look at this icon, right? This is a React icon, Next.js icon, GitHub, this icon here, that is favicon, right? Favicon. So a small icon appears in the browser, right? Tab, that is favicon, right? So just remember that is here. Global CSS, so you can look at this global CSS, right? And then layout and the page. So 1, 2, 3, 4 file inside the app. That's the favicon, right? This one I clicked. So the first thing, right, is our project is ready. It's already okay, right? Just need to start and check now online. So npm run dev, right? What was that command? I said dev, so that will run the next run Next.js, right? So let's look at the package and next development. Okay, just it says run the Next.js development environment. Npm run dev means run the development environment, right? Means create a server for the development. So it will just run that, and you have the local host 3000. Look at this route here. That's the root route. Root localhost 3000, right? Ready to go. So shift and click. Not shift, right? Control. Press the control button. So you get this, indicator, right? This hand like. Click there and it will open your localhost 3000. It's gonna open your home page, right? So this is the page right now. Look at here. So where we get all this, right? This home page, how it came here? App. Look at here. App inside the page, right? So your website, right? Your website, anything you create, anything, okay, will be always inside the app. Your whole code is only inside the app. When you do npm start, this next folder is created. Why? Because this is the memory, right? This is the cache memory. You just customize your folder, all the projects, right? And stored here. Now your code is running from here. Okay, this cache is here, server is there, static files, types, everything is there, right? Look at that. Caching means creating a memory, right? If something is open already, it will cache it. So that's the benefit. Server is there, everything is there. Okay. Even I can delete again this one, right? And I can do npm start again. It's gonna create that. So remember that. Okay. Anyway, so this page is what you see on the outside, right? So what I will do, I'm gonna delete everything. I'm just gonna delete, right? Control A and delete. So now it's error. You're gonna see error, right? Because let me refresh. You see error now, right? Because it did not find the component, home component. Okay. So React arrow function create export, right? This one. And here I will just put home. You can put anything, but let's make it home page, right? This is the component. Save. So you have div home page, right? Now look at here. You get home page here. You're getting some gradient, some style, right? So we can delete that from CSS. So just delete everything below 5, right? Just clean up. Just doing the cleanup. Okay. Delete that. Leave this 3 line. This is a tailwind. Okay, just leave it there. Save and see our server is refreshing itself. Okay. Now look at here, right? That's it. So that is the things in our home page. Now you may be thinking how this home page is displaying everything. How, right? Okay, so let's const control plus, right? Let make little big so you guys can see clearly. In React or Nextjs, you are just writing a function. Okay, so you're going to write a function like this and you export that function, right? What you're going to do is you return, right? Return the HTML, right? So here I can say just put this one, right? Always put this one, and here I can say h1. Save. Okay, save this. I'll write h1. Why it's not coming up? H1. I don't know what happened. So this is home page, right? And then you're gonna have paragraph p tag. Something went wrong in my lorem lorem. Yeah, so something went wrong, right? My auto suggestion is not working, so I just have to save. I'll just refresh, right? So let's do that. Alt shift paragraph p tag and the reload window. Not alt but control shift and p, right? I hope that will fix the problem. It's not coming up, so I have to do it later on. But anyway, so this is a paragraph. I'll just write, no problem. This is a paragraph. See, this is called this is the wrapper, right? This is a wrapper. Okay, you can replace this with a div. This is called fragment, right? Fragment React fragment. Okay, you can put in the div, because component can only return one box, right? You can put anything inside the box, okay, but outer box must be wrapped, right? Everything must be put inside the box. One big box, or call it one container, right? That is what JSX can return, or Nextjs component can return one box. That is important part. Okay, remember that. So if you go to the page now, you're going to see that heading 1 and paragraph, they all same. You have to style it, okay? Even heading 1 looks small and paragraph looks same, right? But you have to style it, okay? If this is heading 1, you have to style this. Like for example, if I put here heading 1, font size maybe 46 pixel, and color change to red, right? And you're going to see that. So here 46 pixel, color is red, okay? But once you learn tailwind, right? See how tailwind work. I don't have to write anything here. I just go here and give a class, and I say font. You have to do text, a text for Excel like this, and then color. So text will be red 600, or whatever the intensity of the color, right? You have all this option, okay? And it will be like this. Look at that, nice, same place. But we don't know tailwind yet, so let's not worry about that, right? Okay guys, so we just learn, or we just destructure, right? Basically we clean up our page js, okay, just do that one. But now, right, where, how this page is displaying in the browser, okay, how? So look at this layout, right? Layout, here you have, you just imported, right? You don't have to import now. See how it work is, why this thing cannot find module next babel, right? So there is some error, that's why it's not, but it's okay, it will work. See, when you have any page inside, right, this is the children, okay, this is the children, and that the page, now look at the file name page.js, page.js, right, or layout.js. So in the app, when you have the first page directly in the app, right, that is a home page. So any page, right, will automatically pass to this body. Look at here, that home page, h1 and paragraph. Basically this component, right, this component is passed here automatically. You don't have to do anything. This comes already built in, right? HTML body, and inside the body you have this children, right? So this is dynamic now, right? For example, inside the app, right, I will go and make a about page. So I will just say folder about like this, and now inside the about I'm gonna put page, right? Page.ts, not ts, I'm not using TypeScript JS, right? And I will say react arrow function create export, and I will make this about page, right? And here I must put in the div or maybe fragment, right? So h1, I can write it h1 like this, about page, and I'm gonna have paragraph. So this is the details of the about page, okay, like that. Good. Now, right, so how are you gonna access this about page? So see, if you go to this route, about route, right, this this content will be added to the layout as a child automatically it will be added here. How? Let me show you now. So this is my root, right? This is the app page, okay? Inside the app there is a page. This is what you see here, app. Now inside the app, right, inside the app I have what, about page, about folder, enter, right? Look at this. This content automatically added in the page now. About page. This is the details of the about page. Clear? So we have to learn about the routings and all that later, but just remember, right? That's how things work. Okay, what we're gonna do now, right? Let's go back to the. We're gonna learn now more about the React, right? I mean, we have the place to work now, so let's little bit work on the React. Let's do this, right? Or let's do one thing, okay? You guys can finish up to here, right? And then just understand all the process. Give a reading, right? Just give a reading until the launch time. Just read through this page, okay? Everything, just read through here, and then we're gonna finish the this part, okay? We're just gonna finish this part after launch. So what is how to create a component, import, export, how to use default name import and all that. I mean, that is, so we're gonna do all this talk right later. Let me stop here.